And the team talk is kept by the captain, Igor Kovacevic. He has 10 goals to his name so far in the whole tournament. One of the top scorers of Marseille. Only Igor Krusiat managed to find the back of the net more, 15 times. So both teams know that this is maybe the decisive match. So if Marseille clinches at least a point here, then they will be officially qualified for the final tournament for the first time in their history. And that will be a great success for the Marseille side. For this youngling German captain who kept the team talk for Spandau. A couple of young players once again, like 50-year-old Hungarian Bence Haverkamp, who played a couple of minutes yesterday. Also Janek Kiru, who was born in 2002. And great match yesterday, scoring twice against Prorecco. And veteran Mateo Chuk is also included. So I would say one of the matches, the big derbies of the day, because we'll have, of course, Recco against Olympiacos in the evening program. That will be the last match today here in Ostia, starting at 8:15 in Group A. The rematch of the 2018 final and also the 2019 semi-final. But this is really a do-or-die clash between Marseille and Spandau. Spandau needs a win to keep their hopes alive. Marseille needs a point to secure the spot in the Champions League final tournament. And of course, tension and passion in this game, that's for sure. Here's Michel Zwart, the Dutch referee. And in a few seconds we'll have the first swim off. And I have for you the official final result of the second match in Group B today. So Dynamo Tbilisi from Georgia managed to beat Jadran Herceg-Novi from Montenegro by 30 goals to 10. So that's a very interesting situation now in Group B, where Brescia will play against Barceloneta later on, and now Ferencváros. So Brescia, Ferencváros and Barceloneta all with 18 points. Now Hanover has 6 points, just like Dynamo Tbilisi. Jadran Herceg-Novi with 3 points in 6th place. Brescia, Ferencváros and Barceloneta all qualified for the final 8. And the question is who will join them. Vasco Hanover, of course, would have a guaranteed place in the final 8 in case of a host tournament. But since it's not Hanover anymore, but Belgrade, the host of the final 8, then they will have to fight for that 4th spot in Group B. But back to Group A here in Ostia, the first sprint. And it's won by the Germans. Dmitry Holod, the Russian, who reaches the ball first, and the first possession of the ball belongs to Spandau No Fear. Holod gets the call. Denis Streleski. Back to Holod. Now only 5 seconds on the shot clock, and they hit the post. And they have the ball after the rebound. And at least another 20 seconds for this offensive play for Spandau. Holod. Now, once again, only 5 seconds. Marino Chagai needs to shoot. And that's a lob shot onto the crossbar. And the shot clock ran down. The first offensive play of Marseille. Kovacevic. This is the ball. Gets it back. Kovacevic. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and now the French are losing the ball, so still no goals so far in this crucial match in Group A, I should say. So Baksha passes the ball to Dmitry Holod. See Holod. Chagai. Chagai, great block. But another 20 seconds for Spandau. Holod. Holod. We have 5 seconds to finish this offensive play, and that's gonna be corner throw. First save by Dejan Lazovic. Seconds on the shot clock, and this shot goes wide from tight angle. Still goalless, this big derby between Marseille and Spandau. Almost 3 minutes gone. Lucia. Kovacevic. Kicevic. Lucia. And another block, this time by the Germans. It was the Russian, Dmitry Holod, who prevented Marseille in scoring their first goal. So great defensive play by both sides so far. And there's the first intrusion. Chuk was fouled, and he's the captain from Marseille, Kovacevic, who leaves the pool for 20 seconds. The first 6-on-5 situation for Spandau. And they score. Dmitry Holod takes the lead for Spandau Ruffier. That's a very cool finish by the Russian international. The best goal scorer of Spandau, that's goal number 19, all in all, in the main round of the Champions League. (15 goals from the field and 4 penalty goals by Dmitry Holod. Lukicevic. Rusiat. Lukicevic. Pepe stratę. And the pass seemed a little too short, but it's still an exclusion foul, so the first power play for Marseille. Maurice Jungling, the Spandau captain, at the pool. Power play through the first quarter. Lukicevic. And there's goal number 1 for Marseille. Mario Vernou makes the equalizer. So Marseille 1, Spandau 1. His second goal in the tournament. One of the youngsters of the French side, born in the year of 2000. And of course, the French also have a couple of very experienced players in their squad. They managed to strengthen their squad in the summer. And here we can see, here we can check the result of that. They're fighting for the first ever spot and qualification for the Final Eight tournament. This chance for Spandau. Russia. That's a great tackle. No foul this time on the center forward, Nadia Spajic. Box shot. Surprisingly still without a single save, but defensive performance is pretty good so far by the Germans. So only one attempt at his goal in this match. Lazovic with save number 2 on the other side. Brajnovic. Krusiak. Brajnovic. That's a fantastic pass by Andrija Brajnovic. And the second extra man situation for Marseille. He scored from the first one. Krusiak. And this time it's great save by Baksha. He had a fingertip on this ball, and in the end it came out from the crossbar. Here we can check this. Yes, a great save by the Hungarian goalkeeper. And a save on the other end as well. Then Lazovic. He saves out of 4 attempts at his goal, 75% save efficiency by the Montenegrin goalkeeper. Krusiak. Now that's another exclusion from Spandau. This time it's Mark Restovic with his first personal foul. Olivon. The last minute of the first quarter. Shot from tight angle, and it took a deflection. Very unlucky, Spandau this time. And this way, Laszlo Baksa could do nothing about that. Slight touch by Dmitry Holod. He tried to block this. And the goal scorer is Matthias Olivon. From his first attempt, Marseille, for the first time in this match, has the lead. So that's his first goal in the whole tournament, Matthias Olivon. Also on the score sheet. Holod. Dedovic. Sekulic and Dedovic. Another block by the French. Still 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the one-goal lead for Marseille. Sekulic. Still by Marseille, but that's a free throw for Spandau. Last 4 seconds. And the save. Yes, that's a save by Lazovic. So corner throw, 2.7 seconds left. And the backhand shot. And that's the end of the first quarter. So very interesting and exciting first period. Germans took the lead through Dmitry Holod, but then the French managed to turn the score. Mario Vernu with the equalizer, and then Olivon, their second goal. So it's Marseille 2, Spandau 1 after the first quarter. So that was the moment when Russian Dmitry Holod found the back of the net. And then the equalizer, Mario Bernu. Goal scorer, Dejan Lazovic, posted a couple of big saves. And that was actually a save by Laszlo Baksha. Unfortunately, in the statistics, in the official statistics, it's not shown, but it was definitely a fingertip by the Hungarian goalkeeper. So officially, he still doesn't have a single save, but we could check this in the replay. So 2-1 for Marseille, and we are heading for the second swim-off. Once again, it's Dmitry Holod who is the main participant in this sprint from Spandau. And on the other side, Igor Krusiat tries to prevent him in reaching the ball first. Baksha also tried to help his teammates, and maybe the second sprint off as well. Dmitry Holod, one of the best swimmers in the field. Dedovic. Sekulic. Holod. Dedovic. 5 seconds only on the shot clock. And Germans hit the right post. So it remains 2-1 for Marseille. Not too many goals in this second game here in Ostia on Tuesday. Safety first on both sides. Baksha with a slight touch by Badjan Spajic. Holod. And the first exclusion foul of the second quarter. Uroš Čučković is out for 20 seconds, and now foul play for Spandau. Dedovic. Holod. Sekulic. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And that's the equalizer by the Germans. Well, Denis Telereski with their goal number 2. Here's the exclusion foul from another view, and that was a re-cracker by Telereski. Was born in Bishkino, Russia. He's been representing the German national team for a couple of years now. As expected, a very tight and tense game between Marseille and Spandau. The first exclusion from Spandau in the second quarter. There's an advantage for Marseille, and it's Marino Chagai who has a major foul to his name. Kovacevic and Baksha. It remains 2-2. Two excellent goalkeepers on both sides. Dejan Lazovic and Laszlo Baksha. Really world-class goalkeepers. Trying to have the team to win this very important match. Telereski. Shot from distance. Only finds the side of the net. Kovacevic. minutes gone in the second period. Krajinovic finds Luciat. Kovacevic. And the very last moment of this offensive play, great shot, a great attempt, saved by Laszlo Baksha. So corner throw for Marseille. Luciat. Krajinovic. Luciat. Back to Andrija Krajinovic. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and the backhand shot saved by once again Laszlo Baksha. And then Spajic with his latest attempt. And the captain Maurice Jungling with this excellent pass. And no foul. There's a decision on Dedovic. He didn't manage to have the possession of the ball. So that was a great defensive play by the French. Luciat. And a fantastic block by Maurice Jungling. So Marseille hasn't scored yet in the second quarter. Only one goal in this period, coming from Strzelecki of Spandau. Jungling. Dedovic. That's a free throw, and Dedovic, with this attempt, he was fouled outside the 6-meter line. Krajinovic. Krajinovic, 6 seconds on the shot clock. They need to do something now. Pepe Strate. And the shot clock runs down. Followed. And a chance for Spandau to take the lead. They need a victory. A draw wouldn't be enough for them. Followed. Exclusion from Marseille. First personal foul of Hugo Cruciat. Dedovic. Followed. Jungling. And a great block by the French. Big chance for Spandau. And we are heading to the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. Only 4 goals in total after 40 minutes of play. Krajinovic. Baksha. Another excellent save by the Hungarian. So Marseille is still goalless in the second quarter. Already over 70% regarding the save efficiency. Laszlo Baksha. Followed. It's a free throw outside the 6-meter line. But now the shot clock runs down, so still 2-2 between Marseille and Spandau. Kovacevic. Olivon. It's a small mistake. They are losing a couple of seconds now, and now they only have 5 to finish this. That's enough to force another exclusion, and the timeout tackled by Milos Stepanovic. That's gonna be a 6-on-5 situation for Marseille, and already the second personal foul of Maurice Jungling, the captain of Spandau. Stepanovic, of course, the former European champion, as a member of the Montenegrin national team 13 years ago in Malaga. The Montenegrins surprisingly clinched the gold medal. And it was the cap, the lost cap actually, of the captain Maurice Jungling. So now power play for Marseille. Ajinovic, Macevic, Kusiat. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and the shot goes into the net, and Marseille takes the lead once again. We have 27 seconds to go in the second quarter. So Thomas Vernou also on the score sheet now, for the first time today and for the 7th time in the whole tournament. And a slight touch by Laszlo Baksha, but that was not enough to post a save. So that was goal number 1, and definitely the only goal by Marseille in this second quarter. Nedovic. Stovic. 6 seconds on the clock. And a good steal performed by Mario Vernou. So at half-time it's Marseille 3, Spandau 2. 1 goal from each team in the second quarter. Stelecki made it 2-all, and 27 seconds before the end of this period, it was Thomas Vernou who took the lead for Marseille. There's the half-time statistics. 3 personal fouls in the French side, 5 already in the German side. 4 block shots by Marseille. That's impressive in the first 2 quarters. And only an 11% shot efficiency by Spandau. They had a total of 17 attempts, 5 more than Marseille. And Marseille still has the lead. They have 25% shot efficiency. So that could be a historical moment for Marseille to secure their spot in the final tournament for the first time in their history. They of course won the Euro Cup series back in 2019. That was their biggest success so far in their history. But with the arrival of big names like Milos Stepanovic, who retired from the active play and became the head coach, and of course players like Vrajinovic, Lazovic and Spajic. This is Stefano Piccardo, the head coach of Ortija. So Marseille managed to strengthen their squad in the summer, and they look very, very strong. Mr. Todoris Vlachos, head coach of Olympiacos, also waiting for the other big derby of today's program, Olympiacos against Prodeco, the rematch of the 2018 final. That match starts at 8:15. In Group B there will be Barceloneta and Brescia. That's the big match of the Budapest program today. That match starts at 7 p.m. The commentary of my colleague Attila Toth. You can follow that also live on the LAN TV, just like match between Greco and Olympiacos from E15. So the final result so far today: Ferencváros 13, Hanover 9. Dénes Varga, the Olympic champion, is back to the water, back to the play, and he scored a total of 6 times for Ferencváros, so almost half of the goals of the Ferencváros goals was scored by Dumi, the nickname of this world-class player. Dynamo Tbilisi beat Jadran Herceg-Novi by 13 goals to 10, so Dynamo has a realistic chance to also qualify for the final 8. And here in Ostia, Jug Dubrovnik defeated Ortigia by 11 goals to 9. So this time it's Roman Marion Bernu against Dmitry Volod, who won the first 2 sprints. Well, it was a little tighter, but in the end it's still the first possession goes to Spandau. Controlled by Van Gogh, and they need 3 points now in this match to keep their hopes alive. Dedovic. Chagai, Dedovic. And that's a great action goal. And the equalizer for Spandau Nufir. Fantastic goal. It is Marino Chagai, one of the few newcomers from last summer. Came from Jadran Herceg-Novi, Chagai. The only other new signing was Ivan Domagoj-Jovic from Jadran Split. And only one player left Spandau after last season. Ben Reibel signed for Duisburg. Vernu. And the shot clock runs down. Marseille finishes this offensive play without a shot. Collot. There's the exclusion foul. The French are complaining about that. Already major number 2 for Uroš Čučković. So just like what is Simlik on the other side, he's on the edge of ejection. Now what a save by Lazovic. Save number 6 already. 66.7% save efficiency, but Laszlo Baksha can also be proud of his own performance. He's also over 60%. Here it is, the latest save by Baksha. Still Baksha, only 11 seconds on the shot clock. And now possession goes to Marseille. Marin Restovic with this missed attempt. It's more than 20 minutes played and 3 goals each. Vernu tried to convert this opportunity, but it was actually an exclusion. So the goal didn't count, of course, and now 6 on 5 for Marseille. And there's the goal. And once again, Marseille has the lead. That's a great finish by Van Peperstraat. Another member of the French national team. So a couple of Montenegrins in the Marseille side. They also have Ante Vukicevic from Croatia. Of course, Prajinovic, the Serbian world-class player, and almost the rest of the team are members of the French national team, so that's a very, very strong squad. Kolot. Dedovic misses the target. Prajinovic. Exclusion from Spandau once again. And it's major number 2 for Alex Sekulic. Jungling and Sekulic stand on 2 personal fouls. Kovacevic, shot goes over the crossbar. So this time Spandau survives, and they're still trailing by 1 goal. Guillen. Time the crossbar saves Dejan Lazovic and Marseille. It remains 4-3. 3 goals in the first quarter, only 2 in the second one, and 2 in the third one. And still 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Kovacevic. Oh, what a goal! Fantastic finish, and it's Ante Vukicevic who makes it 5-3 for Marseille. So the first time they have a 2-goal lead. And let's check this slight touch after the assist of Van Peperstraat. And it's goal number 12 in the tournament for Ante Vukicevic. That looks a really comfortable situation for Marseille. A draw would be enough for them to secure their spot in the final tournament. So actually, it's almost like a 3-goal lead regarding this duo. Toleski. No chance for Mateuszczuk to possess this ball. Vernou. Vukicevic. Vernou. And another exclusion foul. So it's number 7 from Spandau. Denis Toleski with his first personal foul. Another 6 on 5 from Marseille. Vernou. And Olivon hits the crossbar and remains 5-3. So it's still not mission impossible for Spandau, but they need to improve. They've only scored 3 times so far towards the end of the third quarter. Now they are a man up. Restovic pushes the ball underwater, and that's a big mistake by Restovic. No power play this way. Vukicevic. Vukicevic, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Now the last minute of quarter number 3. And Baksha performs a save. And a timeout called by Petar Kovacevic. 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. And they need to turn the score. Kovacevic was born in the city of Kotor in Montenegro. He also holds the French citizenship, of course. So he knows the French pretty well. He's been the coach of Spandau since 2014. But these two teams didn't have a single point after the first bubble tournament here in Ostia. And at that time it looked like they could be the two teams who won't have a realistic chance to qualify from this group. But they both had a really impressive performance in March here in the second bubble tournament. And then they are fighting against each other in this do-or-die clash. Followed. One more pass and exclusion. Paolo Mateuchuk. Another power play for Spandau. They missed the last one. They desperately need to score now, but another mistake by the Germans. And still 20 seconds to go. Kovacevic. The exclusion from Spandau. 6 seconds on the clock, and the French score, and that could be decisive. Marseille 6, Spandau 3, right before the last quarter. Brajnovic with this excellent assist, and Mario Vernu with the finish. Goal number 2 from Roman Mario Vernu today. So great third quarter by the French. Laszlo Baksha can't believe that. Scoring only 3 goals in 3 quarters. That's not enough from Spandau. They look a little bit tired now. Most of the key players have to stay in the water for almost the whole match. There are no replacements, only a couple of youngsters in German squad due to the missing players. So that's the third quarter statistics. Total of 15 personal fouls. And only a 40% shot efficiency by Spandau. They still have more attempts at the goal, 21. Then Marseille, they have 19. But despite that, Marseille has 3-goal advantage. So Spandau needs a kind of a miracle in the last 8 minutes to turn this score. They have to win the last quarter by at least 4 goals to overcome Marseille and keep their hopes alive for the Champions League final tournament. Regarding the German Championship, is the 100th edition of the German League this season. About 10 days ago, the second preliminary tournament finished in Germany. Spandau had the 2 comfortable victories against Ludwigsburg and Neukölln, and they also beat the main rival in their group, Potsdam, after scoring the last 5 goals of the match and winning it by 9 goals to 5. So definitely they will be once again in the semi-finals, and their goal is, of course, to win the championship title. Now the last sprint, followed against the captain Kovacevic. And also for the 4th time, it's Dmitry Holod who reaches the ball first. Marseille 6, Spandau 3, and now the Germans have the first possession. Dedovic. Holod. Can't have actually the opportunity to have a rest for a single minute in this match. And they are running out of energy, the Germans. Dedovic. Great block by the French. Kovacevic. And that could be the decisive factor between these 2 teams, 2 strong teams. Marseille have very good players also on the bench who can replace the other key players, so they have now the great chance to win this encounter despite missing this. Now Vaksha. The Germans haven't scored for a while now. Holod. Sekulic. Chagai. 4 seconds at the shot clock. The shot goes over the crossbar. And Marseille is closer and closer to their first ever Champions League finally tournament spot. And that's a 5-meter penalty. Foul on Vernu. And that means Alex Sekulic is the first player who is ejected from the game with his 3rd major foul. And it's going to be the not the captain, but the big veteran of Marseille, Andrija Plejnovic, can convert this penalty. Olympic world and the European champion with the Serbian national team, and a 5-time Champions League winner with 4 different teams. So if he converts this, then it's absolutely all over for Spandau. And he scores. So for the first time, a 4-goal lead for Marseille. And they can think of kind of a celebration here at the Polo Acquatico Frecciarossa. This match is absolutely in their hands. They've been the dominating side. Restovic. Tomorrow, Spandau will play against Ortigia, but it looks like these 2 teams will say goodbye to the Champions League this season on Wednesday, and Marseille will play against Olympiacos in the last round of the 3rd bubble tournament. No foul this time on Ante Vukicevic. Followed. Dedovic. Restovic. Now he was fouled within the 6-meter line, so he was not allowed to shoot directly at the goal. And now the last 5 minutes of the game. Olivon. Mario Vernu. Vukicevic. Oh, what a goal! Ante Vukicevic on the score sheet once again. He scored goal number 5 for Marseille. And it's Marseille 8, Spandau 3. Well, a surprisingly big difference between these two teams. And a timeout call for Spandau. Well, of course, 4-time winners of this series, the Champions League. Actually, the name was Champions Cup in the 80s when they managed to win the title 4 times. 1983, 86, 87 and 89. 2 Soviet rivals in the finals, Dynamo Alma-Ata and Dynamo Moscow, as well as BVRC from Hungary and Catalonia from Spain. And they also clinched 2 LEN Super Cup titles, 86 and 87. That was the golden era of Spandau. Now they once again have an all-improving squad. Won't be enough to qualify for the final tournament. Jungling. They lose the ball once again. Mario Vernu. Brajinovic. Now the midpoint of the last quarter. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kovacevic and Baksha. Save number 8. So despite Baksha has a 50% save efficiency, Spandau doesn't have a chance to clinch at least a point here. Restovic. Exclusion. Foul on Lukas Gielen. Second personal foul of the captain, Igor Kovacevic. Restovic. Restovic. So Spandau is still goalless in the last quarter. It was Marino Chagai right after the half-time break at the beginning of the third quarter who managed to score from the Berliner side. So they've been goalless for more than 12 minutes now. That's a great chance. And once again, it's an exclusion from Marseille. First major foul of Mario Vernu. Restovic. Volod. Restovic. Dedovic. And Dedovic scores. So he breaks the deadlock in the last quarter for Spandau. And it's Marseille 8, Spandau 4. And this time it's Milos Čepanovic who calls for timeout. Well, regarding that great run in the 2018-2019 Le Euro Cup series when Marseille won their first ever international title. It was the other French team, Strasbourg, who was beaten by Marseille in the quarterfinals. Then in the semi-final it was a fantastic win, a double win actually, against the Italian side, Otigia, 7-4 and 10-4 for Marseille. And then of course the thrilling final against Montenegrin Jadran-Herceg-Novi, 9-8 for Marseille and 7-0 in the second leg. And now they are hungry for more. They're trying to do something special in the Champions League as well, and they are on their way to do that. Inside the last 2 minutes of the game, it's a turnover foul. It's comfortably saved by Lazovic, and maybe chance for a turnover goal. Great defensive play by Marin Restovic, just an ordinary foul. Now Holod gets the call, so 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. It's a 4-goal lead for Marseille. Dedovic, Restovic, Holod. Shot from distance, hitting the crossbar and also hitting the tube, which is hanging from top here in the Frecciarossa. Dedovic. And that's goal number 5 for Spandau. With 39 seconds remaining on the clock. It's another consolation goal. So Dmitry Holod makes it 8-5 for Marseille. The Russian had a total of 6 attempts today and managed to score twice. Still the best goal scorer of Spandau also today. And all in all, it's goal number 20 for Dmitry Holod in the tournament. So chance for last offensive play for Spandau. Baksha looking for a teammate, he finds Marino Chagai. Restovic. The last 4 seconds. One more pass. And there's the final score, so Marseille has done it. They are in the Champions League final tournament. They will be one of the participants. In early June, they beat in this do-or-die clash Spandau by 8-5, and they can celebrate now, absolutely deservedly. They have 30 points, Spandau still with 5 points, and Otigia in the last place with 3 points. So it will be Recco, Juk Dubrovnik, Olympiacos and Marseille who will qualify from this group for the final tournament. And Marseille still has a chance to clinch also the 3rd place here in the